Good evening, Twitch, and welcome to already the second official stream of Cosmopian. So this one is kind of happening a day earlier than originally planned, but I figured I got a new microphone setup, so I might as well give this whole thing a try. So last time we played some Command & Conquer Remastered Edition, but this time I'm going to do some World of Warcraft. So as you can see, I started a new character. I did go for Lightforged Draenei. In this case, Death Knight, because, well, the whole Lightforge on Death thing seems kind of cool to me to try out. At some point in the future, I'm probably going to do a full 1 to 120 run, but seeing as there's already a 200% XP bonus anyway, yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do a regular hardcore leveling challenge or anything, because, well, the experience is already pretty crazy. So, as you can see, we're at the throne of the new Lich King. This one is, yeah, basically we installed him back in Wrath of the Lich King. So it's kind of interesting to see how that is kind of coming back to bite us. I did notice a few things in my guide settings, so I'm going to change that real quick. Oh, where were those settings again? Enhancement was that one. Okay, remove that. I don't need that. Okay, that should make the leveling experience a bit normal. So, we recently resurrected character of the new Lich King. Sorry, Death Knight Lich King. Gets a bit confusing at times. So yeah, right now the goal is to swear loyalty to him, and that's what we'll do. Easiest XP I've ever earned.
Calls to you.
So yeah, basically because I have an heirloom weapon already, there's not really anything useful to these ones. So I'm just going to pick one based on looks this time. Yeah, those are one-handed. I think I might actually already have that one unlocked. Yeah, this one definitely is a new one for me, so I'm going to go with that one. Okay, Defender of Azeroth. An excellent choice. Troubling times come. As one of the chosen few, it is both your burden and privilege to defend our world. It is great honor, but also know you will be met with the scorn of the ignorant. Oftentimes mortals are incapable of seeing past or fearsome appearance. Ignore these fools and do what must be done. Speak with your commander, Theo. Use his Death Gate to travel to the land of the living and chase your destiny. Speak with High Lord Darien Morgraine, then use the High Lord's Death Gate to travel to Stormwind. Once there, make a choice from the Hero Scoreboard. Okay, I was kind of hoping that would be a bit more of a, well, storyline based on it in a head. But I guess we're just going to jump right into the fray.
We are driven by a single purpose.
Dire times call for new allies. You come from a strong people. No doubt you will serve the Ebon Blade well. It seems the Lich King has sensed the same truth as we have. That a rising threat stalks us from the shadows, and that we must bolster our ranks to face it. There's little time for ceremony. Take up your blade and prove your mettle. Conquer the darkness. Become its master. Many in this world will fear you, revile you, but they need you more than they know.
Oh, they're definitely going to revile me.
And claim your destiny, Death Knight. And through all the trials you endure, Suffer well.
Thanks, buddy. Elwyn Forest. So first of all, I'm going to get the transmark and such done. Because, well, I do kind of want to look the portal for Death Knights. I'm going to go 0 for that one. Let's see. I kind of like this one because I do plan to go for an unholy character. Okay, that's the armor parts. Those weren't changed. That's already correct as well. No, that's already correct too. So, yeah, the amount of stuff. I'm going to save it as an outfit for just now. And then once I actually collect the money from the mill, I'm going to set it up. At least I'm not hated like the last time. Or well, with the last time I mean when I originally tried to do a Death Knight. In the good old Wrath of the Lich King times. Bit of a disappointment, kind of. It was a very unique mechanic to basically be yelled at and have stuff thrown at you, just for existing. Even though technically you're a hero of the Alliance. Okay, that's that.
I have just the thing, Wanderer.
How could I forget a weapon? So I know I'm wearing an axe right now, but I kind of prefer the swords. Rough chill. I know it's a bit of a cheesy one, but it looks cool.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Okay, that's that part done. Now actually get an appropriate mount and go for the hero skull board. So yeah, usually I'd go Borean Tundra first, but I kind of feel like going for Howling Fjord this time. Definitely not going to Hellfire. I'm so tired of those. Okay, hero skull. All able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to McElroy in Howling Fjord. The port town of Valgard is located in the heart of the Howling Fjord and it allows for the Alliance to have an advantageous position to strike at a scourge. Assist soldiers stationed there. Glory to the Alliance. Glory to the Alliance indeed. Speak with McElroy in Howling Fjord. Will do. Just going to hand in that quest, so Death Gate. Yeah, I figured as much. I know at this point most of the content is kind of known, but it's been a long time since I've actually raffled this board, so it's nice to have something as a guideline to where to go actually. Click the portal to Letheran. So yeah, basically my goal for this character is to get her to level 120 relatively fast and then explore the endgame content on stream and such from the start. And beyond that I'm also going to do a regular one too. I mean, by then it's probably going to be 60 because I kind of want to save that for the actual new expansion. But yeah, basically a full leveling run to just get a proper character without any XP boosts. But as I said at the start of the stream, if I'm going to do one of those now, it's not going to be a fair run anyway, because yeah, it gets double XP, so it's not really appropriate. Okay, let's go to Dalaran. I do really like the story of these Lightforged Draenei. Which is kind of weird, because of the normal Draenei, I'm not actually a fan of them, like, at all. But there's just something about the whole forged through light, and then adding the undeath element of becoming a Death Knight. Like, I'm a roleplayer at heart, so yeah, the kind of inner conflict I imagine the character has is pretty cool. Wrong one.
Can I assist you? Be careful.
Falcard points. So any of you people in chat have any experience with World of Warcraft? If so, any kind of character you're used to leveling? Like the last character before this one I leveled, or well, I'm in the process of leveling, is a priest who is currently sitting around level 80. And then before that, I think the last one was a paladin at 120. By now I have like 3 paladins on 2 different realms, but yeah, that's just something about the class I like. Which is funny, because my very first character I actually reached max level on back in Wrath of the Lich King was the Death Knight as well. Just one on the hard side, a Blood Elf to be exact. So yeah, this is going to take like 2 levels, which at this speed is maybe 40 minutes of content or something. And then we can probably get a flying mount of cells to make the rest of the process a little bit easier. I hope the audio is better than the last time I did stream. Because yeah, I definitely spent a lot on improving the audio equipment this time, to have my voice actually go through and not sound like a broken record. Few more minutes. Just going to catch a drink real quick. I do really like the music they have going in Northrend. Like, of all the music made for WoW, it's probably one of the better ones. Don't get me wrong, most of it is pretty epic, but yeah, it just feels so inappropriate every single time here. Like Borean Tundra really matches the scenery, then this kind of Viking area with the kind of music they've going is pretty proper as well. Yeah, I don't know, just seems to fit. So while we're waiting to arrive at this target, actually, I might as well make another announcement soon. So, as you've probably already noticed on the stream, I've added a follow goal of 25 followers for a giveaway. My plan is basically, as soon as I reach the 25 follower points, I'm going to probably give away a Doom Eternal Key. I'm not entirely sure on the game yet, but any one of the followers active at that time is going to be drawn from, and one lucky person is going to get the key, and I'll whisper them to them, or if they're on the Discord, send them to the Discord. But yeah, basically, just for following, you can get a free game. And like, the goal is to have it done before July 10th, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, a few more seconds. Here we go. So yeah, I went for a slightly different mount to usually use. Like, it basically looked the same as the Agorist Death Charger, but Crimson one just, yeah, I kind of like it more. I know it's just a reskin, but there's something cool about it. And isn't the rule of cool the one that matters the most in these things? Ah, good old McElroy. I don't think I've actually ever leveled it on the Alliance side at Howling Fjord, so that's kind of interesting. How rude. Four Dragons got another thing coming if he thinks the group of green guild scrubs he sent to defend his port can hold out much longer. Or can hold out much longer. You, however, might fare a bit better. I'd hope so, considering where we've come from. The importance of holding the port cannot be stated enough, and with these monsters flying overhead, the situation around here has gone from bad to worse. Report to Vice Admiral Keller just northwest of here, and let him know that you're all out of bubblegum. Nice reference. Okay, so we're going to meet with the Vice Admiral at Valguard Point. Hell have frozen over.
What can I do for you?
The dwarf speaks the truth. I guess there's something new any day. We can't afford to lose this port. It's one of two safe harbors that the Alliance has on this chunk of frozen hell. The other being a few hundred miles west of here, on the coast of Borean Tundra. The better port. If Valguard falls, our primary supply line into Northrend will cease to exist. From there, it is only a matter of time before we are all servants of the Lich King. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got a wife and 3 kids back in Elwyn, and I'll be damned if I go on without a fight. Oh, please don't have them live in Goldshire. It's an peace over. Goldshire is not good. The situation here is critical, and we can use all the manpower you're able to muster. Get to the front gate and help the gods defend the city against the invading monsters. Okay, killed 12 Dragonflayer invaders and Dragonflayer wargs.
Be careful.
So now we're going to get actually a bit more of a complicated port, because I've kind of forgot my rotation. Let's see if the specialization has actually been selected in a bit. Okay, Unholy. That's not too bad. I'm just going to go ahead and raise the ghoul.
How are you?
Make
Have a
this
good
in your
one.
home. Like I said, great music. Okay, let's get to slaying.
Too far away.
That was easy. I do love Death Knights basically for being always tanks no matter how bad you are playing them from the start. like it's been actual years since I regularly played them, and I can just thank to all these things. Like, it's going to change at later levels. The overp is not constant, but yeah, it's pretty insane how good the Death Knights are. Especially if the last chapter you played was a claw form. See what I said about crazy XP gain. Like, we're almost a few quests in and already 25% to the next level. Just going to kill those ones to be done with it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to move a bit back a bit so I don't keep catching aggro. Seriously. Okay, now I should be able to be done with it. Thank you.
Greetings.
22k XP. Completely insane. Like, we've been playing for a few minutes now and we're already at 50% or something. We'd been here for a month when those malformed giants appeared out of thin air. We were ill prepared for any sort of attack and paid dearly for our complacency. An entire archaeology team was lost and several townfolk were abducted and taken to the ruins. We've been on the defensive ever since. To make matters worse, the scouts we were sent to rescue our people have been harpooned by the Frykle and left for dead. In the forest directly north of Valgard, dislodge those harpoons and free our scouts.
Go with honor, friend.
Great storytelling, Cosmopian. Definitely good pronunciation there. Okay, so rescue the scouts. Which probably means killing some people as well. Interesting. That has to be a very bad death. Like, basically get impaled and then bleed to death. But then that's not the craziest thing about Wrath of the Lich King. Like, I still remember how basically the background of some of these undead characters is that they've been basically created from the flesh of women and children. So if you have like the patchwork and such, it's basically just flesh of people deemed useless to be ghouls in themselves, stitched together to create a monster. Yeah, there's no other way to describe them, they're just monsters. And that's in a children's game. Rated 12 years old, I think. Pretty insane storyline. At least when it's done. I do like the leveling changes they made, so that basically no matter how fast you level through the content, you're always going to be out leveling it a bit. So like, as you can see right now, all the mobs are at least one level higher than me, which, I mean, it's still not difficult, but it adds a bit more complication to the things. And because XP skills as well, it basically allows you to actually complete a zone, rather than what you had at some point during the game, that you can basically just maybe do 10 quests or something and then you already have to leave to the next zone without completing the story. Which got really annoying because, yeah, as you can see, sometimes the story is actually really good. Like, there's a lot of cheesy content, but they definitely outdid themselves at some parts.
King's honor, friend.
Okay, rescuing the rescuers. What the Frykle did to us scouts was a gruesome display of savagery. It was a scare tactic meant to weaken our resolve, to send us running in fear for our lives. It failed. We are going to show those monsters what it means to wage war against the lions. Probably a good call. Yeah, so neither of these are actually useful for me, but this one brings more money in. Rare upgrades. Let's see if that actually makes it a bit more useful. No, it's still a downgrade. This battle is far from over, Cosmopian. If our people are still alive inside that village, someone has to go and get them. Oh, forgot, he nods at me. Head north and enter Wormskull village. Once there, look for our people. If they are imprisoned, you'll need to find a way to break them out. Maybe they'll have some more information about what it is that we're actually fighting. Vice Admiral Keller at Felguard Point in Howling Fjord wants you to rescue 5 captured Felguard prisoners. Will do.
For the Alliance.
Okay, so we're at 66% already. I think that should probably be 1 or 2 quests or so. Oh no. Definitely more quests still left here.
Great to meet you.
We were on the brink of an archaeological breakthrough when these monsters attacked. Sadly, I was only one to make it back to Valgard. Now I don't know if my crew is dead or alive, but the artifacts...
See you soon.
Damn
What's
you.
on your mind?
But the artifacts we uncovered that dig must be found. If you're heading into Wormskull village, will you keep an eye out for my team? If there's any hope of recovering that information, we must pursue it. Search for Pulroy first. That was the last one I saw before I made my escape.
Watch your back.
Sure thing, buddy.
Open your heart to the light.
While the Explorers League may discern bits and pieces of the past through the archaeological findings, and the Vice Admiral might extract some knowledge of the present through brute force, the truth lies with the spirits. With the proper reagents, I'm able to see the spirit worlds. It is there that the past, present, and future of Northrend resides. If you wish to learn more, I will require my reagents pouch. It was just in a ship that is now at the bottom of Daggercap Bay, just east of here. Now think about it, I might actually have done this content before as well, because this chain of quests definitely recalls something. Unless the Horde Scientist has one of those as well. 2 weeks ago, our chief engineer got his hands on a Frykle harpoon gun, the same type of gun that Frykle used to take down our ships. By studying the gun, he managed to put together a comprehensive operation manual. Unfortunately, he was abducted and taken north of here to Wormskull village. We eventually did find him, but near death and without a manual. His dying words indicated that the manual was lost in the Utgard catacombs, located to the northwest end of Wormskull. Get that manual.
Light bless you.
Will do, buddy. Okay, so first collect the pouch. Let's see if I have Path of Frost, which makes all these things a bit more easier. Level 66. That is a bit unfortunate. Just going to keep the Death Gate on my toolbar. Swim, 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 swim. And there's the pouch. I know mounting up makes no difference underwater, but I kind of like being able to, when I get too short, to basically just run right ahead. Oh wait, one more quest to pick up. See, that's why it's nice to have a guide open. Especially the older content does manage to hide a few of those quests at times. There it is.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, okay, I'm not reading off that underwater.
Have a good one.
Okay, guess I'm doing that underwater anyway. Ten crates shouldn't take too long to pick up. I may only need to go up for air once. Oh, diving helm. Guess I should have read that one anyway. So 6 more crates left to pick up. And I think after that one and maybe handing in the pouch mission, we should actually be at level 59 already. I'm not entirely sure if I want to finish Howling Fjord, because at the rate it usually goes, when by the time we're finished we're actually going to be level 80 and have to move on already. So I might instead go to the minimum level of Dragonblight and then go from there. But we'll see for a moment. Let's see what minimum level actually is for Dragonblight. 61. Okay, yeah, so in that case I'm probably going to level to 61 here. Then quickly go back to Stormwind to pick up the flying skills. And from that point, go to Dragonblight to 70, pick up another flying skill and then finish it there to 80. And then either move to the Cataclysm Zones or Mist of Pandaria. Probably Pandaria. There's something more scenic about that area. But at that point I might actually just put up a poll anyway to see which you prefer. Okay, one more crate left to go. Dagger Cap Dive In. Just hand in that one real quick.
How are you?
I'm pretty well, how about you?
See you later.
Okay, so slightly more than one hand in, but it's pretty close. Yeah, probably mount up from here as well. So I can just run immediately when I get to the coast. Did I actually equip? I did not. Now the helmet is equipped again. In this case, I'm first going to hand in this quest to actually get a pretty bit closer to level 59.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Okay, so now, if I saw it right, we're going to enter the Frykle village. Just run around the orcs a bit to avoid getting hit by them. Those aren't any other quest objectives. Okay, if you want to die, your choice. I'm not going to argue with anyone that has suicidal desires. Plus, you kind of kicked us away from your world anyway, so you deserve to die. Don't yell like that, you know you're going to die anyway. You're fighting a Death Knight,
I require a target.
not a shaman. One key. Just going to let you out. Thank me later. I like your spirit. Yep, he dead. He so dead. He very much dead. Level 59. To remember finds this journal. Those bloodthirsty monsters have taken up residence in the ruins of Wormskull. What they want or why they're here is a mystery. In any case, the artifacts are not safe with those beastmen around. Zod and I made a new discovery while hiding out. A cipher to decode the tablets. Unfortunately, Seth and I were separated late last night. He had a cipher, tablets were with Glornfield and Dragon. Location unknown. Find Seth. Alright. Search Wormskull village for Seth. Will do. Okay, so 2 more prisoners to capture. Quickly going to pull that one up here. This Vayne probably has a
I am
key.
out of range.
At least I hope so. I do always love the Russian accent Draenei I have.
I do not have a target.
Like that, basically. Okay, another key, another prisoner to free. Always enough space for another.
I must get closer.
Man, for content that's basically already 10 years old, it still looks so good. And like, it's not even my PC that makes it look good. Like, sure, this is being rendered 4K, so that helps, but the assets are still 10 years old. But Warcraft always has that cartoon style that really lives up no matter how old it gets. Okay, let's find another cage. Ah, thank you. That's useful. Yeah, sure. I don't mind having company at all. Quickly mount up a bit. That's probably dead. They really had a knack for punts in this
I am out
expansion.
of range.
Just kill those pork a bit.
closer.
At this point, it's basically free XP.
too far away. I need to target something first. I am out of range. must get closer. Too far away. I am out of range. I must get closer. target something first. I must get closer.
Accidentally alt-tapped out there. Not that it does any real damage to me. I followed path. So if any of you in chat is playing World of Warcraft, what kind of character do you like to level, or what is your main character? You've done well, mate. Now that we've secured the tablets, we can try and save Dagon's life and recover the cipher that will help us decode the meaning behind these ancient relics. I'll hold on to these tablets. You rescue Dagon. Sure thing, buddy. You might already have seen the dome where Dagon is being held while you were gathering the tablets. It's through the corridor and then down a set of steps. Dagon will be in the room at the bottom of the steps, locked up with ties. Go down there and find him. At the very least, you might be able to get the cipher from him. I guess that's where your priorities are. Not your friend, just the cipher. At least I still have the Holy Light with me. stop screaming already. You're not going to win anyway, and it doesn't make you look any stronger.
I require a target.
Plenty of targets here, mate. Just have to land in that quest, and then we'll find Dagon. Glory to the light, you have done it. Take the artifact and return it to Falgard. Lord Irwin Trueblade awaits its return. Fight with honor, friends. Always honor. He really didn't notice that I'm a Death Knight and basically sworn to fight with unholy magic. And I'm a freak of nature myself, having been both Lightforged and brought back to life. But hey, whatever floated his boat.
I am out of range.
More free experience. Or well, basically free. Run down, run down, run down.
Too far away.
Okay, Dagon is still alive. That's kind of nice. Not that his friend really cared. Olaf will come out if you defeat the other gladiators. That's about the only way we're getting the cipher back. Put on your romping boots and get busy in the Ring of Judgment. If you do manage to get the cipher back, return it to Crownfield over near the entrance to the catacombs. Me, don't worry about me. We're on the brink of discovering the missing link to humankind. Okay, I guess you don't care about your own life either. Whatever floats your boat. Until it becomes past tense as well. More free experience here as well. One down. Another one about to go down. Guess he's about to bite the dust as well.
I do not have a target.
Olaf, that was kind of quicker than I expected. Nice, ancient cipher. Now just get out of here. And get level 60.
I need to target something first.
Turn in stunning defeat at ring. I guess it was kind of stunning. Huh. Kind of expected to catch aggro there. It is a shame we lost two of best dwarves while uncovering these relics. They sacrificed their lives to keep this information safe. Take these back to Falgard. Maxorf will know what to do with this find. As for me, I will be alright on my own. I've gotten this far in one piece. Okay, sure thing. So I'm really quickly going to get something to drink. Probably should be only a minute. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. I see someone already got killed in the meantime. Okay, Hearthstone back. And then we'll probably be... Yeah, we're definitely going to be level 60 once we get back. Mount up.
Well met.
So yeah, sets. Despite being able to get a flying mount at level 60 immediately, I'm going to level to 61 first, so we can actually move on to, well, basically the actual fun content. Decline. There it is.
Light be with you.
Did you find the manual? Yes, I did. Interesting. According to the manual, the Frike will have a special tool that allows them to control the harpoon guns with deadly accuracy. It looks a bit like the wheel of some of our ships. Furthermore, it's portable and seems to plug into the harpoon gun like a key. We need to get hands on one of those. Sounds like my next quest. Don't worry, Cosmopean. This is all going to lead to something big. Huge. You're going to have to trust me for now and do as I ask of you. We need to get the mechanism mentioned in the manual. For the next step of the plan, I have a strong suspicion that you'll find one on one of those crystals. On one of the Frike that operates the harpoon guns in Wormskull Village. You'll find them on the east side of the village, on the docks by the longhouses.
Be careful.
Yeah, okay, I definitely did Howling Fjord on the lines before, because that is something I remember. Unless the Horde have the same one.
Greetings.
These soldiers who rescue had a good bit of information for us. These monsters call themselves Frike. The tribe that's taken up residence in Wormskull Village is led by a mystic named Yanis, who himself is underling of another Frike known as Ingvar the Plunderer. I already killed Giannis. While we were able to gather very little information as to the whereabouts of
Light
Ink.
bless you. Need
Stop
help?
walking. Whereabouts of Ingvar, we do know that Giannis resides in a cave near the walk pit inside Wormskull village. Intelligence gathered from the rescued soldiers indicates that Giannis guards the Dragonflayer battle plans. I need you to go back to Wormskull village and recover these plans. Kill any Frykle that get in your way, including Giannis.
For the Alliance.
Yeah, no worries. I killed him before I
You
can
got
kill him
my
again.
attention.
Yes, I'm back. Sorting these tablets out is going to take some time. All I can gather from a precursor study is that whatever used to be here was an ancestor of the humans. Those Frykle things probably killed them all off. Anyhow, we'll know more for sure once I get these relics set up. Complete quests. It's all a bunch of cryptic nonsense, even with this cipher. I can't make heads or tails of these tablets. Admittedly, cryptography is not my strong point. You'll need to take the cipher and tablets to a cryptographer, Stanward. Unfortunately, I haven't heard from Stanward in 2 weeks. It took a team of 20 scientists to the dig sites to the southeastern bluffs of the fjord, and hasn't been heard from since. The best I can do is have MacGyver over there give you a lift with his flying machine.
Off with you.
I'm not too comfortable taking a ride from MacGyver. But hey, if there isn't any choice. Oh yeah, the village. So first we go out and then we go back in. Let's see if we can speedrun this one. Okay, dismounting definitely makes speedrunning it more difficult. But at least all the targets are percent. Oh damn, I might actually die on this one. One more, bit more. Nice. That was really close. A bit too close for comfort. Let's get some food in there. I guess it isn't quite undefeatable as a Death Knight. But like basically any other class, I would have been dead with those kind of hits. But hey, still alive. Okay, that one is going to be impossible to avoid, so I'm just going to kill him.
Too far away. I must get closer.
Kill that one and then go inside the cave.
Too far away.
Hello again, Giannis. I guess I'm going to kill you again. Just for funsies. Okay, the battle plans. And now get the harpoon control mechanism. Okay, that might actually end up killing me again. At least it's a ton of experience I'm getting. Like 1k per mob at least. Which is basically 1/4 of an entire quest just by killing them. Okay, just that one. Nice. Okay, let's find harpooners. Just going to kill that tribesman to make it a bit easier on me as I'm on low health. Okay, now we can kill the first harpooner. Perhaps we're lucky and we get a control mechanism from start. Lucky we are indeed. Okay, enter the spirit world. I definitely remember this quest. Yeah, I did this one before. Rude? Those are humans. Like, sure, they're inferior to my superior Draenei genes, but still. Rude. Thank you. Should be executed for wanting to abandon your child. Okay, so now they know the origins of the humans. Man, the spirit realm looks cool. And the mobs are a bit more scary than the real ones. Or I should say the living ones.
Warm wishes to you.
I do not understand. The creatures that you saw looked like the Frykle that are taking Fall Gods. All that we know of the Frykle indicates that they only recently appeared in Northrend. Why then are we seeing Frykle in visions that date back 15,000 years? Surely if the Frykle had previously existed in Northrend, we would have known. You must press on to Niflheim. To get there you must go northeast through Wormskull village and take the path leading up through the dam. Niflheim is on the bluffs of the fjord. Use the incense burner once you arrive at Niflheim and search the area for clues.
Safe journey.
So yeah, I think we're actually going to hit level 61 within an instant.
Well met.
So unless any of you want me to stay in Harling Fjord, I probably am going to go back to Stormwind to get flying. So yeah, basically, let's say 5 minutes or so to get flying, and if anyone objects in that time to going to Dragonblight instead, and would rather have us stay in Howling Fjord, then we can do that. I'm going to let you guys decide on this one.
Be careful.
Just going to pick up the quest to be sure.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so there's about 14k of experience left to get.
Light bless you.
I'm just going to grind some mobs outside to get this final bit of experience.
I am out of range. I must get closer.
Should take maybe 10 more kills or so to get to level 60.
Too far away.
So yeah, 9k more experience, which really isn't that
I
hard
am
to
out
get.
of range.
845 per kill. That's kind of what I expected. It makes sense if I kill them at lower HP, that they give less experience. It's also less of a challenge that way. Not that these are a challenge anyway. Almost. Probably about 5 or so kills more. $61. So yeah, I'm going to get the flying skill now, and if by the time I'm done no one has objected to going to Dragonblight, we're going to do that. Nice timing. Having the boat arrive just as I need it. Okay, as we wait to arrive at Stormwind, I'm going to get a drink again. Okay, I'm back. So for anyone wondering how long we're going to keep playing this game, it's basically 4 AM for me right now. Think until at least 5 AM. I might be a few minutes more depending on how far we are on the quest, but the stream will last for at least another hour. And after that, well, the planning is to not have another one until Friday. Well, Friday from to Saturday. I'm probably going to stream again tomorrow. It won't be World of Warcraft, it also won't be Command & Conquer. It might be Anno 1800, or perhaps I'll give Detroit Become Human a try. I haven't really decided yet which game is going to be it. But it'll definitely be worth checking in for. Might actually be some Valorant as well, even though I'm pretty bad at it. So, are you guys liking the stream so far? Back in Stormwind. Oh, wetlands. I completely forgot about that part. So yeah, there's going to be some flying involved as well. Just picking up the flight paths real quick. There's a toy for that. Collections. Toy box. Let's see which one it was. Yeah, I'm actually going to pick up a replacement for the Hearthstone as well because I like that one a bit more. Okay, let's see. Might be the final page. Yeah, that was it. Surviving calendar. Now I know all the flight paths I need to get back to Stormwind. Yeah, I thought they actually merged the two regions, that all of them were going to go to Stormwind, but then I forgot Wetlands was still around as well.
Hello.
Okay, Stormwind Owen. 6 minutes. Could be worse. At least once we're done with this wait, we can fly by ourselves. And basically we'll never need flight pads again. At least we won't until we get to the Warlords of Draenei zones, because yeah, I haven't got Pathfinder yet. Sorry about that bump. So are you guys excited for Shadowlands already? I have intentionally avoided looking at actual alpha content so far, but based on what they've been writing about it, does look definitely interesting. And like, it is a completely different kind of game than what we're used to with World of Warcraft. Like, yeah, of course they've explored a lot of things. We've been in space, we've fought on other planets, we've basically killed the source of all evil in this universe. But then actually crossing into the realm of death, it's kind of a nice change. Plus, I mean, while sometimes the writing does get cheesy, the fantasy setting is still pretty nice to follow. So I'm pretty excited for what the authors can actually do with the content that they're going to be able to provide. I really love a good story in a game, so that's always nice. That's also kind of why I want to do Dragonblight, because from what I remember from it, its entire storyline is so epic and it's so self-contained. And by the end of it, yeah, I think Dragonblight might actually be one of the first zones where World of Warcraft really showed its skills at proper storytelling. Like, sure, Classic and Burning Crusade had fun parts as well, but there it was really do this, pick so much of why fight set. But then with Wrath of the Lich King in general, but Dragonblight specific, you really had to coordinate the storyline. You had nice phase defense, good raid on Undercity. So yeah, in that way it got really interesting. Okay, so only about a minute to go to actually arrive. So as I'm noticing that we have a few people around here now that weren't here before, and as announced before, I'm going to hold a giveaway action at 25 followers. So anyone who follows me at that point is going to be put in a draw, and based on that, if they win, and either they're going to get a free key for Doom Eternal, or if they already have it or don't really like the game, they can get a different one. But yeah, basically there's going to be a free game for whoever is following me once I get to 25 followers before July 10th. So yeah, definitely worth following, if only for the free game.
Safe travels. How are you?
Okay, now let's get flying.
Keep your
And
feet
now
on
I
the
have a
ground.
flying mount. Let's see for which one to actually go. I'm kind of feeling Onyx Drake. Or well, Onyx Netherwing Drake. And I'll keep the Obsidian World Breaker around, just because it looks awesome. But yeah, like the Netherwing Drakes were my first... No, well, they weren't my first flying mounts, but they were the first mounts that I actually really liked to play with. If you know what I mean. Like, sure, they were all interesting, but they weren't that interesting. Okay, so if no one commented that they want to keep in Howling Fjord, so I'm going to pick up Dragonblight now. And load that one. Okay, fly via Dalaran. Makes sense. It's still interesting how they managed to fit in so much stuff in basically such a small room, but I guess that's why they're mages. Off to Dalaran we go. And from there, Dragonblight. Okay. Probably have to go around the other side to pick up the quest. There it is. Okay, now we're back on the surface. Just fly over. I know I said it before, but this zone looks so nice. Like, sure, I know it's all snow and such, but it still has a nice aura around it. It's made more perfect by the music. And then the design of the region is so great as well. Okay. So about 50 seconds of flight left. Oh, while I'm flying, I've also created a Discord, so if you want to join the chat outside of the stream and just want to chat beyond streaming as well, everyone is free to join. Like, you don't have to be a follower or anything. It's just a fully open and free server. And I will also announce when I stream whenever that happens there. Pick up the flight path just to be sure.
Well met.
The Moonrest Gardens to the southwest were the final resting place of a noble group of highborn elves. It was also a powerful ley line nexus. The blue dragonfly used the magical device they call a Surge Needle to destroy that nexus, freeing the power to redirect at will. I need the information and I hope that you will get it for me. After the upheaval at the ruins, the ghosts of the Highborn rose up and decimated half of the mage hunters present. Go rifle the corpses for clues. 20k experience. The magical kingdom of Dalaran. That's probably not going to be one I need
Light
right now.
bless you. Greetings.
Okay, Lightforged Draenei, will you assist me? The Scourge have moved into the ice mist to the north. Wherever they go, they spread their taint, and the creatures on the land suffer. Take this vial, which is filled with liquid fire of Elune, from the Moonwell. Please use the liquid to cleanse the corpses of blighted wildlife that you find. Of course a warden would want that one. Okay, there's the innkeeper.
Vishnu Allah. Good luck, friend.
Yes, make the inn my home.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, I'm not finding the courier here, am I? Ah, there it is.
You need something?
Hidden in the tent. The list I hold must be delivered to High Commander Halford Wormbane. He commands the 7th Legion stations at Winterguard Keep on the eastern borders of Dragonblight. If any of the traders on this list of stations at Winterguard, it could be catastrophic. Yeah, I would imagine that. Hurry, Cosmopian. Show the document to Paulina Silvercloud here at Star's Rest and explain the nature of your mission. She will put you on her fastest hippogriff to the Winter Guard.
See you around.
Okay, it's only 2k experience, but it's probably worth it.
Hello. Goddess, watch over you.
Snowstorm will take you to Winter Guard, Cosmopian. I guarantee you that will be the fastest flight you've ever taken. Go now. Sure thing, buddy. So this flight will probably take, yeah, I think it's going to be about a minute. It's pretty fast, I have to admit. Not regular flight path speed. And it does show you a bit more about Dragonblight and what I like about it. Diversity of the scenes, the skies, especially the stars. Delorana in the distance. The aurora in the sky. Okay, that's a bit of a less pleasant sight. But Nextremus has its own charms. Let's go to hand in that quest real quick.
Fate smiles upon us this
I know it wasn't in the guide, but from experience I know it's actually easier to just get that one done from the start. And collect the question that you need. Do you know where the people on this list are now? Take a look outside near the front gate. They're the ones hanging from the arches. Cool bait. Okay, so we were in time anyway. Lord Fordragon has led a crossing assault against Arthas at the Rough Gate. In response to this affront, Arthas has sent Nextremus down upon us. While Kaltasat hides in the floating citadel, his ground commander Telsan lays siege to Winterguard Keep. The lower village is already lost, and any chance of extracting survivors from the ruins diminishes by the minute. We must act quickly. Report to Griffin Commander Ulrich at the Griffin station at once. He'll get you up to speed. Leave me.
By the
That's
light,
rude.
the first strike belongs to us.
But anyway, I'm not going to... Well, I will leave you, but not to do what you ask. So yeah, if you don't know yet, this is the special Hearthstone effect that you get from the pre-order. Okay, so first we have to kill Blights, Elks, and then Grizzlies. Shouldn't be too difficult. As long as I don't walk into trees. There he is.
I must get closer.
Okay, so about 20% in a single hit. Yeah, that won't survive very long. Purify.
I am out of range.
And now that one is almost gone as well. Purify. Going to get that one by pulling them back here again. And another one is purified.
I must get closer.
Working on it. And now that's one purified as well. Put that one in. Shouldn't take too much longer to get all of them done. I'll get another grizzly first to keep it a bit more orderly. Okay, I guess I'll get an elk first as well. Or two for the price of one.
I require a target.
And now those two are purified. So 2 more elks and 3 more grizzlies. Grizzly 1.
I am out of range. Too far away.
And another elk. Okay, now that one will be purified as well. Okay, quickly mount up to see where the others might be. Okay, none of them are there. And no others there as well. Did I really kill all of them? I guess in that case we'll have to wait until they respawn. Actually, there might be some more there. Okay, there's another elk.
I must get closer.
I'll need one more of those. Okay. One grizzly purified. One elk purified. Now just one more grizzly and we're done here. Flying might be a bit easier to find that one. Ah, there it is.
Too far away.
And now that one's purified as well. Okay, so now we're going to find the Moonrest Garden plants. And based on the current rate, we should be about level 63 by the time it's 5 AM for me, so we'll see how far we get. Okay, Moonrest Hive 1. May your soul truly rest for once. Okay, that should be the ones we're looking for. Personal effects. Okay, so that's useless. And that's useless. Let's find some more dead mage hunters.
I must get closer.
Now let's explore their belongings. Okay. Yeah, those might carry them as well. Let's see. There it is. And now we go back to hand in the quests. So I know just a bit earlier I mentioned a few games that I might be interested in playing again. But what kind of games would you actually like to see me play? I do like a lot of different games, so I don't really have a preference that much. I just want to play something fun and share the fun with you guys. Curious, the seeking accord with the Ethereum. The Ethereals could prove a powerful ally for Malygos and his madness. They will not do. We need to kill two birds with one stone here. Death Knight, you're the stone. Of course I am. Our two birds are Wind Trader, Mufa and Goromosh. They should be somewhere in the western half of the Moonrest Gardens. Most likely they're in a large two-story building overlooking the pit. I require proof of demise, if you would be so kind. That's the nicest assassination order I've ever received.
Safe travels.
Like, what if I said no and just didn't give them anything as proof? What would they even do about it?
Be careful.
But we'll see. Okay, then hand in Liquid Fire of Ilion.
Peace be with you.
We have done what we can for the creatures of the land. Now we must take direct action against those that have caused this. Why do I feel direct action is going to be another stone? The Anubar cultists are indirectly responsible for the plaguing of the beast, and we must put an end to it. The fumes that emit from the cultists' suits seep into everything they come near, poisoning and corrupting their surroundings. You must go north to Icemith Village and slay them. Bring back any of the suits that survive your assault, and I will see to it that they are properly disposed of. So 5 functional cultist suits. I feel like the functional part is going to be the annoying part. Okay, one more quest to pick up. Avenge this atrocity. The so-called mage hunters came here and destroyed our resting place. Avenge us or we'll see to it your base of operations is overrun with the spirits of the dead. Very rude. Okay, so first kill that Wind Trader. Let's see where you actually are. Actually, it might be useful to kill Goromosh first, because I definitely needed his as well. Kills of Gormosh. Gormosh's strange device. Let's see. Picking up the strange device, you are certain that it is magical in nature. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to connote any other kind of use. Perhaps the Archmage back at the Store's Rest for the east of the Moonrest Gardens would be able to tell what it's used for. Okay. Now just find Red Trader Mufasa. Oh, there he is. Oh, Mufasa. Man. Mufa. Way too easy. Okay, 14 more blue dragonfly to slay. That shouldn't be too hard. They're basically around here everywhere. Let's see if I can pull that one in. I can. Way too easy to kill. At least the doggos are a bit more of a challenge. Put that one in. Okay, 9 more to go. That's the kind of boost that really makes it go fast. Even though it gives me a few more hits, it's not anything I can't handle. Plus there are some AoE attacks, so that kind of makes it easier and faster to kill them in masses than it is to go individual, like you'd usually think a melee DPS would do. Basically at this stage in the game everyone has an AoE. Okay, so only 5 left to get. Nice, 4 in a row. Just have to pull in 1 more after this and then we'll be done. And by the looks of it, we'll be level 62 by then as well.
Target.
You do now. Oh well, not anymore. Just 1 more for those. That one should be good enough. Once that one is dead, we can hand in the quests again. And being at 65k experience left, I'm definitely going to hit a new level. And atrocity has been avenged, which is nice as well. Very well, you have satisfied my request, if nothing more. Thank you, Draenei. There's one last thing that I would have you do, Cosmopian. The Draenei. I would have you destroy the Arcanimus. The sorcerers to the west used that giant device in the sky to bore a massive pit into our resting place. When they did that, they unleashed a monstrosity. I would not care if it were only a concern for mortals, but Arcanimus feeds upon the spirits of the dead. You will put an end to it now. Destroy Arcanimus and do it. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard. And then we're definitely going to hit level 62. He's a big boy. And yes, I'm assuming it's gender because it ends in us, which is really a male's designation. Okay, not so big anymore. Now that's done as well. Perhaps we might actually be able to get 65 tonight. Okay, yeah, that's unlikely. 63 probably is the limit. Which isn't too bad for about 2 hours of play. You have my deepest gratitude, Cosmopian. If you haven't already, you should alert your betters to the danger that the Blue Dragonflight has unleashed. By blowing a portal line anchor underneath the gardens, they threaten to destroy us all. Okay, prevent the accord.
Greetings.
Unfortunate that Garamash indicated the accord had already been reached. Nevertheless, that's 2 less rooms we'll have to worry about. Let us get to more important business. Okay, that's 62. Cosmopian, if I'm not mistaken, you've uncovered the key to allow us to discern exactly what the Mage Hunter forces are up to. Nice. This is a teleportation device. If I had to guess, I'd say that it leads to the Search Needle platform floating above the Moonwest Gardens to the west. I need you to use it to investigate what's up there. It appears that the device works both ways. You shouldn't have to jump off. I expect that once you teleport to the top of the Search Needle, there will be some sort of apparatus on it to observe. You should be able to use the teleporter from anywhere within the gardens. Okay.
Farewell. Be careful.
Anything else to hand in? No. Okay, to the teleporter we go. So yeah, for tonight we're going to level to 63 and then after that's done, perhaps we'll do a few more quests depending on how late exactly it is. But like, I don't want to keep you guys too long either. And by that point we'll have a solid 2.5 hours of streaming. Of course, the gnome is the first one to actually try to attack us. Brave little bastard. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Okay, we can already return the ground. That was actually faster than expected. I assumed I would have at least had to actually do something about them.
King's honor, friend.
What you're describing, that's a projection of the Arcanomicon. The Arcanomicon is a map of all the magical ley line intersections in the world. The Blue Dragonflight has been using it to find and destroy ley line anchors to send the magical power back to the Nexus. The question is, why is the path of destruction leading east when it should be heading west instead? Good question. The Mage Hunter forces are active on the Glittering Strands to the south of Moonwest Gardens. My guess is that you'll find a heavily guarded focus on the beach and a captain who is in charge of it. No doubt the captain will have some sort of controlling device on their person. Get a controller and use it on the focus. With any luck we'll be able to get some more information about what they're really up to out there. Okay.
Go with honor, friend. Safe travels.
So, get the control ring and kill the captain. Should be doable. Okay, that's a big ring if that's the one. There they are. I'm sorry, Daddy. Okay, killed that one. And of course, the gnome is the brave one again. And another captain to kill.
I require a target.
Okay, so about 60% XP left to go.
I am unable to carry more of those.
Going to fly up ahead a bit to be out of range of the attacks. Don't really feel like doing another repeat attack here. You find a letter secreted in the lining of the ropes. It reads, Father, I'm sorry for disappearing on you. If you're reading this letter, then I'm dead. I've been forced to work for Maligas's armies under threat that our family would be killed if I didn't. I feel so ashamed. If there's anything that you can do to fight them, don't worry about me. I have them fooled, and I'm sabotaging them from the inside. I love you, Daddy. M. Commander Azur's will want to see this. Okay, now I feel kind of bad. So I basically just killed a hostage. blows. Okay, get the ley
I
line
am out
focus.
of range. Too far away. I must get closer. I need to target something first.
I mean, it's probably smart that they actually made the requirement that you have to be next to them. But it would just have been really useful to be able to stand up on them. Okay, so first head in to the
You
image.
need something?
How very odd that it imprinted this information upon you magically. So not only do we know that they've redirected the flow of the power coming out of the Moonrest Gardens, but we now know that the power is being purposefully changed in some way. Just what are you up to with all the magic? I don't like where this is going, Cosmopian, not one bit. I didn't like it to start. I am convinced that there must be more of those foci, each of them in turn redirecting the ley line energies. We still don't know precisely what they're doing for all that power though. My guess is that you'll find another one stop the low fader woodlands to the southeast. Once again, you'll need to find the person in charge and take whatever controlling device they have in their possession, as I'm sure they each focus it on its own. Be careful, Cosmopian. Those words are very dangerous.
Light bless you.
Okay, Commander
Hello.
Azure still. A letter from me. Oh no, and we sent you down there to kill with her, didn't we? Yeah, you did, asshole. I'm sorry, I'll see to it that the letter is delivered to her father, Archmage Malin in Stormwind. Right away. Don't worry, you won't be implicated. It wasn't your fault. Yes, it kind of was. Try to put it out of your mind. There was no way that you could have known Cosmopian. I mean, I could have asked first for killing her. Like, it's not that hard. Or even before killing her, there was like an entire fight where we could have asked. It's not only the Draenei race that has been impacted by what the Blue Dragonflight forces have done. The ancients of the Lower Woods to the southeast have been affected as well. Some have been corrupted, avoid them at all costs, but most can still be saved. However, the Treants of the woods seem to be immune to the magic seeping through the land, and the arcane worms have come with it. Ask the Treants for their bark and feed it to the ancients. Hopefully there will be enough to save them. Sounds kind of heavy to me, but sure. Okay, 51k experience left to get, so that's probably, yeah, 3 quests. That should actually give me a bit of access, but hey. Rude.
I am out of range.
Okay, that one has been stranded. Another worm to kill. And another one to bite the dust. Guess I have to end that combat first. And of course that one wants to kill me as well.
I require a target.
Okay, there's another ancient. Strengthen that one. So one more woodland walker. And then another ancient. And of course that one wants to fight as well. Like, I'm not asking for everything, just a bit of your bark. I'm going to take it anyway, and now you're dead. One of the few uncorrupted beings in the forest. Now just find one more of those ancients. That's a woodland walker. There it is. Another worm to kill. Okay, yeah, it's basically just 2 quests at the point. Actually, only one more to complete and one to hand in. Which works out well because there's also like only 4 minutes left. But we'll see. I do at least want to hand in this quest, so if there's happens to be more in between then and that point, so. Hey, blood elf. Or blood elves even. Oh, one more. Hey, another gnome. Oh, I have to kill one of the lieutenants. Where is that one? Oh, walks around. I'll fly a bit to see if I can find it that way. Man, the experience is really crazy at that point. Like, you think that double wouldn't be that much, but when you actually see how much impact it has. There it is. Okay, that was a nice attack. Okay, now we go back to the ley line for the information. And to kill one more of the mages, or well, mage hunter. And I guess one of the worms.
I do not have a target.
Of course you don't. Okay, information retrieved. Yeah, I might as well do a Hearthstone as well. Man, that effect is so cool. I'll strengthen the ancient. I'm going to hand in that one first. They're empowering their forces with it. That doesn't make any sense. The mage hunters aren't that powerful. This must mean that they're only using the magic at the terminus of wherever they redirected the ley line to. We're going to need more information if we're to have a chance at finding and stopping those. After 5 levels, that's really quick to have a replacement. I'm certain that you'll find the next ley line focus somewhere in the remains of Indulay village to the southeast. The problem is we've had absolutely no reports of there being one there. If you would please investigate the village for any signs of the focus or the mage hunters and their commander in the area. Don't forget to search in the lake if you have to. Search for the commander of the mage hunter.
Farewell.
That's probably going to be for
Go
another
with
stream.
honor, friend.
Thank you, Draenei. We've lost so much already. You've ensured that we won't lose the most majestic of Northrend's children. I'll soon leave to speak to the ancients you've saved and see if they will help us in a time of need. Okay, that's level 63. So yeah, basically exactly 5 AM my time, and after 2.5 hours of streaming, I'm going to call it quits there for today. Thank you everyone for joining me. As I mentioned before, there's a giveaway going on, so if you follow me and reach 25 followers within the next month, then I'm going to have a giveaway where you're either going to get a free key for Doom Eternal, or if you already have that one or really don't like it, we can discuss getting a different game for it instead. And basically, you don't even have to watch every stream as long as you're a follower at the stage that we cross 25. Even if by that point we're already 30, I'm going to randomly draw one of you, and that one's just going to get a whisper or a private message via some other channel to get the contact information and such that I can send the key to you. We've also started a new Discord, so if you want to chat with me as well outside of the stream, you're more than welcome to do so. It's linked in the about section of this channel, and I'll probably add a button to it as well very soon. And beyond that, like I said, there's this planned stream next Friday, and that one will be Command & Conquer Remastered Edition. Last time we did Red Alert, it's either going to be that one again or the regular Command & Conquer. I haven't quite decided yet. And It's not entirely sure, but there's probably going to be a stream again tomorrow around the same time. If there is, it's going to be announced in both the Discord and on Twitter at least a few hours in advance. So again, thank you very much for joining, and I do hope you have a very nice evening, and see you soon.